That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The great thing about tonight is, boy, the speakers are terrific. Very enjoyable. And I'm enjoying this Downton Abbey moment here with the white tie. Well, Antonio, thank you very much for your kind words, and thank you very much to the selection committee and the trustees of the Hope Funds of Cancer Research. I'm truly honored and humbled. And you're right, exactly 10 years ago this month, I received the most horrifying words that anyone can hear in their lifetime from a Dr. Yoshidra Markin in Baltimore. And he told me, Gary, you have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I have to admit, a tear kind of formed up in my eye. And after listening carefully, my response surprised Dr. Markin when I said, Doc, I don't know which is worse, me hearing that news or you having to tell me. Well, this news was quite ironic since I've been chair of a fundraising project for 10 years up to that point. In 1993, a group of sailors in Annapolis organized a Leukemia Cup sailing regatta to raise funds for leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma. And I signed on as an honorary chair, a volunteer, and a few months later at a post-event meeting, I did a darn full thing at a volunteer meeting, which I have a feeling everybody here can relate to. I put my hand up with a suggestion. My suggestion was simple. We could do these kinds of events all around America and raise a lot more money. Great idea, I was told. Why don't you become our chairman? I agreed. I'll tell you what, I'll do it for 3 years and I'll help get it going, and then that'll be it for me. Well, anyway, that next year, 94, we raised $200,000, and now, 21 years later, I'm happy to report, as of a week ago, we went over $43 million. I've actually attended 342 events over that time in person myself. And guess what? I'm still the chair. So much for the 3 years. Now in sailing, we have some superstars on our sport. Ted Turner, who I sailed a couple America's Cups with. Buddy Melga's an Olympic gold medalist. Dennis Conner, you might have heard of. And in basketball, today it's LeBron James. Yesterday was Larry Bird or Michael Jordan. And I'm still cheering for the Knicks here in New York with Carmelo Anthony. They'll get Boston, sorry, on Wednesday night. But for me, there are superstars beyond the sports. And Dr. Antonio Grillo Lopez, you are a superstar. Thank you for developing Rituxan, which helped me out so much. So we are connected to be here tonight. Isn't it funny how the world works sometimes? Thank you. I'd also like to thank the Hope Funds for Cancer Research. This is the third event that my wife Janice and I have attended over the past 3 years, and Cancer Research has certainly made a lot of progress in recent years. Thanks. I'm so grateful to so many people in this work. And this vital work will save countless lives in the future. So for all of you that are dedicated to this cause, thank you. So after 6 rounds of CHOP and Rituxan in 2003, my lymphoma disappeared, briefly. And about a couple weeks later, I was feeling good out in San Francisco, covering a sailing event for television, and the lymphoma suddenly reappeared. And after 3 days of pumped up on steroids, prednisone, I was able to get back to the hospital in Maryland, and at the bedside was Dr. Aaron Rappaport. And Dr. Rappaport, who offered me some second opinions in my early treatments, was studying my chart. And with that, his words gave me the most promise I'd ever heard in my life at that point. He said, I was on the sailing team at MIT. And I looked up to the heavens and said, a sailor? Thank you. I'm in good hands. Anyway, a month later, I received an autologous stem cell transplant, and those treatments went on for a while, and several months, and there were setbacks along the way, including a vicious bout with zoster virus. But thanks to Dr. Rappaport and his team at the University of Maryland Medical Center, I was on my way to recovery after about 18 months. And Dr. Rappaport and his wife, Debbie, are here with us tonight. And thank you very much, Aaron and Debbie, for being here. So maybe a quick stand up. A few years later, one of the executives at the medical school suggested that I establish an endowed chair on behalf of Dr. Rappaport. Oh yeah, here we go, another volunteer job. Sure, I can do that. Well, in 2008, when we launched the project, the economy went a little bit downward, but along the way we made it, and I'm grateful to some sailing friends, Peter Kellogg, the late Jack King, my friends David and Carol Penske, Peter Angelos, who actually owns the Orioles, by the way, and watch them in the Yankees, and about 30 others helped out to complete the task. And anyway, the investiture for the Gary Jobson Professorship of Medical Oncology took place just last September. And anyway, Dr. Rappaport, I was so excited to make that happen and be with you, and I know you're going to do good work going in the future. Now, in sailing, the key to winning is really to have a fast boat and a really good crew. And during my ordeal, I had a great team of friends who were with me every step of the way. And to all of them, I'm grateful for their encouragement and support during those dark days. And I'd like to just introduce a few of them. First, my champion and wife of 39 years, Janice. Stand up and say hello here. And my dear friends from Annapolis, Dave and Carol Penske, who are here with us tonight. Thank you, David and Carol. And some dear friends from Newport who have meant so much to us, David and Christy Elwell. Thank you very much for coming. When I took on the challenge of raising funds for blood cancer research, I had no idea I would be the beneficiary of the research. When I got diagnosed, I told the folks at the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, well, at least when I go to an event, I won't have to have a patient there to explain it. I'll be able to do myself. Well, anyway, you never know what is going to happen in life. But one thing that I've learned is that when you help other people out, whatever the cause is, in the end, the person that is helped out the most just might be you. And anyway, that's my story. I was glad to help others out. I am more than grateful to receive Rituxan and the other technology that came along with all this research so I could be here with you tonight. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.